My first week on a raw vegan diet was absolutely mind-blowing. It was easy and hard all at the same time. I was right up against my edges, right up against my fears, my belief systems, and my indoctrination. But I was compelled forward. I had a vision. I was being pulled. I knew I needed to try a raw vegan diet. I was frustrated with my complacency. I was frustrated with my poor health. I knew I needed to make a change, and this was what my intuition was leading me to. So today, I've been 100% raw since 2017, so we know where my first week led me. But it's a dynamic thing that first week, and I wanted to talk about it. My name is Shane Sterling, and this is my channel, Raw Vegan Rising. If this is your first time here, welcome. I like to talk about raw food and veganism and spirituality and philosophy. And if you're a subscriber or you watch my videos, I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means so much to me, and I'm totally in awe and humbled by this raw vegan community, the community of people who are really wanting to be self-conquering and pursuing this next level to their own life, this spiritual awakening journey and wanting to better the planet. I commend each one of you. So cool. Congratulations, and thank you for watching and commenting on my videos. So right now we're going to talk about my first week on a raw vegan diet and what I learned.
Is this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something better.
Okay, here we go. The first thing I wanted to talk about is really just how easy it is to eat raw foods for a week. Make huge salads with apples and walnuts and shredded carrots and raisins and put it on a big bed of lettuce and pour homemade dressings over it. You can really just rejoice in the abundance of raw food. You can eat tons of calories. Don't restrict. Eat everything you can as long as it's undenatured, and you're going to feel amazing. And it's going to help your body detox and eliminate. Now, in a few weeks, you might notice you have detox symptoms, okay? This is the crossroads. This is where you're going to have to decide if you're going to go deeper into raw food or go back to your comfort zone. What I did was I jumped into a 40-day juice fast. I drank nothing but raw juices for 40 days. I completely cleaned out my GI tract. I released mucoid plaque, so I could now absorb, digest, and utilize raw foods better. So I set myself up to win on a raw vegan diet because I did a juice fast. The first week was easy, but it really led me to the crossroads, and I decided to go deeper in. Okay, the second thing I wanted to talk about is how afraid I was of being raw vegan forever. I couldn't even fathom the idea. It was terrifying to think about giving cooked food up forever. What about birthday parties and dinners and holidays and restaurants? I mean, it was scary. But you know what? I realized this fear I had was very similar to other addictions I had beaten. I had beaten caffeine and tobacco and alcohol and fast food. All things that I had been addicted to, and I had the same resistance, the same fear of like, oh, forever just seems like so much. So I thought, well, maybe cooked food is an addiction too, and so I just leaned into it. You know, what is the opposite of addiction? The opposite of addiction is connection. When we are feeling deeply connected to our own divine source, we are not going to have anxiety and self-doubt and addiction. Connection is what makes us feel empowered and in alignment with who we really are and capable of doing anything in the world. So for me, raw food was a process of getting more connected, and not to mention that raw foods actually physically connect our cells to everything around us. It's absolutely amazing. And food is not just what makes us healthy. It's not about food. It's about our emotional empowerment, our spiritual empowerment, feeling connected to who we truly are and knowing what our mission and our purpose is, or at least working toward creating a mission and a purpose in our life. These are the things that make us healthy. These are the things that get us out of addiction, feeling connected. Okay, the third thing I wanted to talk about was how much fear and concern there was from family and friends, especially my wife, my spouse, because she was not going to be eating like me. And so now all of a sudden it's separating. So me and my wife actually had quite a lot of work to do around this. She wanted me to be happy. She wanted me to be empowered. But there was a lot of fear because we put a lot of weight, a lot of meaning on our diets. Our diets are almost like what tribe we're part of. So if you're going to eat a different diet than me, maybe you're from a different tribe. Maybe this isn't going to work. So we had a lot of breakdowns. We had a lot of fights. We had a lot of fears around, is this going to work? Can we make it through this? But you know what? I'm more committed to my wife than ever before. Just like my commitment to my raw vegan diet, I'm committed to all of the amazing things in my life to strengthen my relationships, strengthen my connectedness to what I have, and appreciating and being in such deep gratitude for the people in my life and what shows up. So for me, being raw vegan has created some rift in our dietary habits, but ultimately, I'm more on purpose, which means I can show up more as a man, a husband, and a father because I just believe and trust myself more. And I think that's what really all of us need. We need to believe in ourselves more and trust ourselves more. And if we can do that, we're going to just show up in our relationships better. So even though there's a fear there that our friends and family aren't going to understand or that it could destroy relationships, ultimately it's going to make us ready, more capable of having the relationships we really need in the first place. Okay, the fourth thing I wanted to talk about was fear of not knowing what to eat. Now look, we can make recipes like zucchini noodles with red sauce. We can look up all kinds of recipes and try raw tacos, but that's not what makes us a raw vegan. What really makes us a successful raw vegan is turning inward for our cues, a willingness to listen to our own internal guidance system as to who we are and how we're supposed to eat, and not turning to our society to tell us who we are and how we're supposed to act and what we're supposed to fear and love and how we're supposed to eat. So we really need to turn off the noise of our society, turn off everyone else's opinion, completely unlearn everything we've learned, and completely rebuild our belief system based on our own internal guidance system, based on our own cues. And my intuition is telling me to not eat cooked food, to eat undenatured foods for my body, for my health, for my mental clarity, my emotional stability, for my spiritual growth, so I can get out of my own way and really see things in this world clearly, and to have a deeper relationship with my internal guidance system. So the fear of what to eat is really not trusting ourselves. It comes down to the fact that we're looking for society to tell us how to do it. We're looking for a cookbook to tell us how to do it. We're looking for another raw vegan to tell us how we're supposed to eat and what's healthy. We need to drop all that and truly trust ourselves, because it's not food that truly makes us healthy. It's connection. It's trust in ourselves. It's a connection with our source and the divine spark of life that's in us that's going to tell us where to go, tell us who to be, and how to be in the highest power and best version of ourselves. That's what we all want. That's what we're all missing. And raw food is just a pathway to get there, to clear the brush from the path, to clear the fog and the haze out of our mind, and so we can get inspired and clear and learn where we need to go next. Okay, the fifth thing I wanted to talk about was going raw vegan for me was like giving a big middle finger to dysfunction in my life. I had to really get angry at my complacency, angry at how I was not living the life I wanted to be, angry that I wasn't who I really saw myself as. And you know what? Anger is okay. Anger is actually one of the most powerful human emotions when it's channeled correctly. So I used anger to get out of complacency and into action in my life. We're trained from birth to not get angry. It's an undesirable human emotion. We should just stuff it. We should just reserve ourselves and not express it. But we can't get out of these places of apathy and dysfunction and shame and grief and guilt until we get angry at our life and the fact that we haven't created what we want, or we're not living the life, or humanity's not where we want it to be. We're all contributing to this experience we're having. So I say, get angry about it. Let it come up and out and express it in a healthy way, and let it move your complacency so you can really get on track for the first time in your life. So For me, that means going raw vegan. That means not eating denatured food, because I know that the junk foods that they're feeding us in the grocery stores and the fast food joints on every corner and the restaurants with all the cooked oils and salt and everything, that just poisons me. It makes me more confused, keeps me more in apathy and grief and shame about what I'm doing. So to just once and for all take responsibility for who I am and my actions in the world, yeah, take some getting uncomfortable. It takes some getting out of complacency. And it just means getting in action in our life. And it's completely okay. And if I could say anything to you, it would be use anger as a powerful channel to get out of your complacency, to get out of this keeping yourself where you don't want to be. You don't have to be there, but you're going to have to make a move. You're going to have to get angry about it, probably, to get out of this dysfunction, you know? So that's why I'm a coach. This is why I have my group program called Raw Vegan Heroes, because I know people need to get out of complacency, and we need to help each other, and we need to have accountability for each other in this process. So Raw Vegan Heroes is the way that I provide accountability and coaching to those who really need to make a change. If you want to do a juice fast, if you want to go raw vegan, if you want to try it out, if you want to get out of your shame and complacency, if you want to really get connected and feel the power of who you are for the first time in your life, try a raw vegan diet, do a juice fast, join Raw Vegan Heroes, and I'll help you do it. I'll be your coach. I'll hold your hand. I'll give you motivation. I'll tell you every day that you can do it. I'll say hi, I'll see you, I'll witness you. We can do this together. It's my job, my mission to be in service to this world, to help wake us all up, bring us back to unity, and get us connected and empowered. So I hope that's helpful. Much love to all of you. You know, my first week on a raw vegan diet showed me that I could do it. My first week on a raw vegan diet changed my life. And here I am today doing this level of outreach and support for everyone else. So I highly encourage a raw vegan diet to clear the brush and clear the fog and just get on purpose and on path for yourself once and for all in your life. I know you can do it. Much love to all of you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please leave a comment. Tell me what your thoughts are. Have you ever tried a raw vegan diet? Are you feeling the call to go raw in your life right now? What are your thoughts? Please subscribe to Raw Vegan Rising if you love this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Is this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something better.